Hi everybody, this is Sam with Python Basics, and we are finally going to wrap up the greatest common denominator, and we're going to put this in one function. We're going to go real slow, and it's only going to be, I think, four lines. So alright, let's jump into it. The last video I showed you the longhand way. This is going to be the shorthand way, and we're going to go through it nice and slow to make sure we understand. So alright, greatest common denominator, def greatest common denominator. So we're going to take in an x and a y. We're going to go real slow. This is a simple and clean way, but it's fairly complicated. So we're not going to go very far at all and too quickly. So all right, let's just say common. We'll keep this simple. So last time, so we have two numbers. We're going to use max and min. And to keep this so it doesn't have to search very much, we're going to use the smaller of the two. And if you're not sure why, go look at the last two videos and then come back and you'll understand. So alright, we're going to pick the smallest. So now we've done while loops and we've done for loops. We're going to use a while loop because it's really nice and clean. So alright, and we're going to still use our modulo because that's just exactly the way that we test. But this is going to be different because in our lowest common denominator we use the and keyword. In the greatest common denominator we're going to use the or, because so let's use the example like we used last time. We did print greatest common denominator, and we did 18. We did 18 and 81. So all right. So we're going to go through this because this is what it's going to be. Because it's x modulo common not equal to 0 or y modulo common not equal to 0. Now let's just do this. So alright, so the first number is right here. We're going to use min. So 18 modulo 81 modulo 18 not equal to 0. That's true. So as long as one of these conditions is true, this will keep doing. I'll remind you of that again. I'll say this again. As long as one of these is true, it would go through. So the other one would be 18 because that was x, 81 was x, y is, so of course this is going to be false, but we only need one of them to be true. So while this is true, and remember so but true or false is true. That's why we're using or. This is very important. I know it's weird, but you do this a couple times. So we're going to do this the longhand way. So I want to print out common so you can see it. But here's the instruction. Then what we want to do is we want to decrement, because we want to drive down. We want to start with the largest of the smallest, the largest of the smallest factor, and then just drive down one at a time. The greatest common denominator, sorry, there. and then return greatest common denominator. So what I'm doing here is I want so you can see these steps and then see the final result. So, all right. Helps if I get the right variables. There we go. Let's rerun this. So, all right. This is actually our last one. I let it sit up at the top so we can test and match. So, all right. This is where it stops. And this is our last one. So it starts at 18, checks 17, checks 16, checks 15, and so on and so on. And it comes down. So we can actually get rid of this right here. Let's just delete it. And lo and behold, 9. So we did this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting the header, and then 4 bodies. And then we have this. So I know this is more complicated, but sit and look at it. Think about it a couple times. When I was learning, sometimes I'd have to write this out. And I did this so you could really understand and see. And experiment with it. Try and see how it fails. But or is what it wants, because you just want one of these. Because it has to be, one of these has to go through and be true for it to be the greatest common denominator. So there we go. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, and the most important, that notification bell. So please leave any comments, questions, or video requests below, and I'll get right to them. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys are getting something out of this, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.